Alright everybody, here we are, and in this particular section we will mainly testing the backend that we have created, and once that thing is done, then we will be moving to the front end thing. So even the TypeScript thing, TypeScript learning ultimately that we were going through, that is almost done. We have to just simply go through the notes and all, and that's it. Ultimately learning from a tutor, that's done. Learning from the docs, learning from the online resources available, that's always gonna go on. So there's no end of learning, but ultimately overall learning is done, where at least I have the knowledge that I need to just work on the projects with the help of that, and the extra knowledge is gonna be acquired whenever I get stuck. So if I get stuck working on some of the projects, at the time I'm gonna be looking for that. So this is how it's gonna be going on right now. I hope I'm audible, and yeah, I am. So let's simply go ahead, and I could have done one thing too. Let's simply turn the shades on this time. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to like answer the chats or not, but directly I will try to reply. Like I will not text there. I will not like type to reply, but I can just directly reply, something like that. Okay, never mind. Let's simply go ahead. We will be using Postman in here. This is going to be mainly backend testing. We'll mainly see whether everything's working as expected or not. Once everything's clear, we'll simply be going ahead. So here we are. This is something that we are gonna be using. So we are quite done getting brain copy. Quite interesting. We will again start with this sign up page and see whether it works or not. And once things get like clear over and over, like one by one, then we can just simply keep moving. As simple as that. Let's close everything in here. Don't really need anything at all, and mainly need the Brainly project, that is this one. All the code has been written. There was something I wanted to do with the types. Let's check the types first of all. Add content type. Simply getting this content type. So this response and this content. Okay, good. Same here, that to an array, and same here. How about this? Just wanna check all the types, and I will improve the types if there's any opportunity to improve, and that is why I'm simply looking at them. Okay, it's interesting. Cookie options. The options could be these, not bad. How about this, this. Sanitized user and token I'm returning. Okay, oh my god, I'm getting errors. This is interesting. Why am I getting error in here? Sanitized, so it should be like dot, not like that, like this. Yeah. So same error I'm getting in here. It is just the path problem that I have to just resolve. And apart from this particular thing, okay, looks like this problem is everywhere. I changed the path of the files, and because of that thing. But the path should have, sometimes the path gets automatically changed though. So well, this time it did not happen like that, so that's bad. So I have to do it manually. And as for the code of it is emails, and everything's right as expected. Let's check the helper. Forgot password, email props. Okay. Mail helpers props. Reset password, email verification, email props. Okay. What about the model? We have content inside it. It's gonna be like that. We are adding ID in it. It's extending I content fields and document. And then we are mentioning the ID in here. Okay, that's interesting. I content fields extends content type, and then this is the content type that we have. Okay. It looks like if I just change this thing in here, like if I remove it, ultimately if I just comment it, I will start getting there. What is the error? Interface I content document cannot simultaneously exchange types I content and document. Let's do it and comment it for now. This thing is done. Let me turn it off right now. No, wait. Okay, this should be turned off like this. Yeah. Oh well, I turned it off at the wrong time. Never mind. So this thing is done. In I content extends this thing. I content fields we have in here. With the tag user. Interesting, just the fields. I even have the methods and I have the model types. Well, yeah, something like that. How about the utilities? API error has only this much. Async handler, request async handler, returns void, that's right. Content type is something, okay, these are the basic ones. This is mainly for the user that we are saving in the request, and this is the type, and that can be optional. Else check type, pretty interesting. Link type, we have this much. Basic links. Sanitized user is this. Tag types. We have tag type, and then we are creating tag document, extends tag type and document, and we have the ID as well. If I actually remove the ID, then I'll have problems with that. Yeah. The fact is that why am I even adding ID in there? Tag type, and if I actually remove it from here, it will not have the problem. By the way, this particular thing I will check it later on whether it actually works that way or not. And I think as soon as I just keep working on them, it will be fine. Then I user fields, and this one I have some of them. Exclude peak and all. By the way, I forgot to mention this live is going to be for an hour. And then the utils, okay, real things we have in here. Ultimately type gets done here from here on. Okay, the main goal was this. Oh, come on. CD backend npm run dev. It should simply run the project that we are working on. I hope there are not any errors, but I cannot really hope when we are working with projects. And guess what? We are not getting any error. That's good. So what happened in here? Warning: duplicate schema index tag ID found. This is often due to declaring an index using both index2 and schema. Please remove the duplicate index definition. Yeah, we have done it. So let's go to source. Let's go to models. Let's go to tag. Tag means content. And from here on, we are declaring index here, and we are declaring index on the top as well, if I'm not wrong. Ref index true user ID, but it should not be a problem, by the way. Let's figure out the error. Let's run it one more time. Okay. We are getting it. So the thing is, duplicate index on tag 1 found. Okay. This is often due to declaring an index using both index true and schema index. Please remove the duplicate index definition. No trace warning to show where the warning was created. Will this work? Okay. node trace warnings. Oh come on, it's not work. So this thing I'm actually doing in here, right? So this index true is here, so let's remove it for the user ID from here on, and I hope it should work. Apart from it, I'm not sure whether I'm creating index H. Am I creating index H? For this one, you know, true unique. Then tag 1. Was this the problem? Let's give it one more try. We are still getting that. That's interesting. This particular thing is done creating index such as tags, unique true, trim required. How about this? If we turn it off, will we still get the error? Well, we are not getting the interesting. That means this was the problem. Index tag true. We have content in here. This is being done twice, maybe because of this tags. So if I actually remove this and go to model, keep this, run the program, not working as expected. We closing gracefully, server closed, all these things were already defined, so that's not really a problem. Close it here. I just think it will be done within an hour or so. Why? Instead of keeping this thing, can I just make this thing little right here? Index true. How about this? Will it work fine? Yeah, it is working fine. That's right. Okay, what does this error mean? First of all, let's check this thing out properly. Not sure the meaning of this error. What does this error mean? In Mongoose, warning means you have defined an index on the same field, in your case tag, in two different ways. Once using the schema path optional tag type string index true. Wow, have I? And again using index method schema. This, when both are present, Mongoose tries to create two indexes that are functionally the same, resulting in duplicate index value. Remove one of the definitions, either keep index true in the schema path or just use the schema index, but not for both fields. This will resolve warning and prevent. Okay, let's see. But the thing is that this is where I'm using it, so I'm gonna remove it like this. And if I actually remove this, the thing is that I'm still getting the same error. That is something I'm worried about. Turning the chats on to hope you may see somebody. At least for an hour it can be on, and then later on I will be turning it off whenever I can't do without that. It's gonna be like that. By the way, chat's all on right now. Okay, still getting that. Still I should not be getting that by now, because you have both set a unique true on the tag field inside the schema definition, and also create explicit index on the same field using this. Since unique true automatically creates a unique index on the tag field, and adding this creates duplicate how to fix it unique. Remove this one. Okay. Ultimately we have to relate. The good thing is that whenever we just set something unique true, index is automatically created. As simple as that. So this should work fine. And apart from this particular thing, I'm creating the indexes in here. So that means this index from here, I'm just simply removing the values. So this thing is done. This thing is done. We have enums and values and all. Type required string. Okay, done. This thing is done. This thing is done. Don't really need to change anything. Tag and the user model. Let's simply check the user model in here. Unique is true. That means it's setting the email index automatically by default. And apart from this particular thing, nothing needs to be changed. Okay, done. We can just simply run the program once more. Let's open the backend. I hope it worked. Yeah, MongoDB created. This is the host ID, and database name is BrainlyDB. That's okay. Server started at this particular port, so things are working quite well. And the fact is that the good thing is that we are getting everything in the proper way. So like the same format, we are even getting the timings and all. Like at this particular time this happened, well, they happen at the same time, and then this is how the things are getting done. We have used logger for it, and that is why we are getting everything like the info in the proper way. So this thing is done right now. Then we are going to have a look at the backend that we have. Okay, looks like we have to log in. Okay, let's see. How long has it been, by the way? It's been 18 minutes. Wow. Browse collections. I think I'll have to just remove all the data from the database, but I just hope so, and that should be the case, by the way. Just hoping. Okay, why is it taking time? Don't we have any data in the database? Really? That's something insane. This is actually crazy. Let's check. I hope we'll get that. That simply means we don't have any data. If we run the, when we run the project, okay, here we are getting now. We have BrainlyDB in here. Contents, links, tags, we are getting everything. We have contents. Well, I think we don't have any data. Inside links, we don't have any data. Inside tags, we don't have any data. Inside users, we have users. The thing is that I'm gonna delete all the users because I wanna check properly from the beginning. So let's refresh the page. Okay, so we have the DB and we have all the fields, all the databases, but we don't have any data in them. That's a good thing, by the way. And now we can just simply check the things. So first of all, we wanna sign up. Close all tabs. Let's sign up. And wow, is this how it's gonna be? Let's close this. We don't even need this one. And the project's name was Brainly by me. So ultimately, I'm checking everything in here. So first one is health route that we have. Brainly API v1 health check and all. Send a request, and we got the response back. It's working. How about the user? So first of all, we have sign up, and the name is gonna be just one. Email is also gonna be one. Password is like this, and the user is here. First of all, we'll try to sign up without role. Let's see whether it works or not. It should, by the way. I have already written proper code for that. And guess what? Yeah, it worked. True user is still successfully. Please check your email to verify your account. And this. We are getting the info about the user, role ID created, and everything. And the email sent is true. That means email got sent. Okay. And this time to just add the user. So I will be just adding another field called role and then the user in there. And of course, I'll have to change the name. Otherwise, I will get the error. So let's go with the same data that we had payload. And definitely I would get an error. User with this name already exists, success false, and these other things. So let's change the name this time and the email. Okay, this thing is done. Let's send the request again. So ultimately this user got registered too. So, and I must have got 2 emails in the back, like in my email section. So let's go and check that out too. So here we are. Gmail not like this. I'll actually have to open the another ID, and then let's go to Gmail. And I'm actually sending the Gmails from this side, so I'll have to have a look here. Sent. So just right now at 6:34 around here, it's 6:35. I send these 2 emails. First email is this, and this is how we are getting the emails. That's not quite bad actually. Thank you for the registering with Brainly. To complete your registration, please use the following link to verify your account. This link is valid only for 10 minutes. If you did not request this verification, please disregard this email. Once your account is verified, you will have access to our platform and its features. Well, this is the link that we are actually sending to the user, so that user can verify its account. And keep in mind that the user can only verify the account for like within 10 minutes, and after that we'll have to create another route for sending the link. This thing we haven't done yet. That means at the end of the day we'll have to implement this functionality too. So first of all, but that's gonna be kind of a copy pasting, so we'll get it done really quick. So let's get this link, verify the user right here, because if the user is not verified, I will not be able to log in. So let's simply check this thing out too, whether I can actually log in or not. So let's log in. I have this VPN thing, and I'm simply gonna log in. Please verify your email before logging. So simply getting this error, that means I need to verify my email. So in order to do that particular thing, this is the verify user route, and in like request thing here. So from here I can actually verify it. Verify user. Okay. Verify this thing requires localhost 5173. Verify this thing. What does this do? This verify. We have routes. We have user in here, and /verify/token. So there is nothing directly verify. and when we get in there, if we check it, it simply needs the token and verifies it. That means this particular thing is wrong in here. Yeah, so this is something that we are sending it we'll send it from the front end side, but the token is the only thing that we need, because the request will be sent to the backend only. So let's go with this thing, verify / token we need. So it would go like this, and if I just send the request, your account is verified successfully. The account has been verified. That simply means if I try to log in this time, let's keep it at the end. If I try to log in this time with the email and password, okay, which email did I verify? That was 1. So okay, user logged in successfully, and this is how it's going on. So even if I just look at the backend right now, that's gonna be quite interesting. Let's find all the users. The first user is verified, the second user is not. So this is the first user who's verified, and is verified is set to true in here, and role is user for sure, that is by default. And here user 2 is not verified, and that is why we have this verification token and token expiry. That means after 10 minutes it will be expired. So that is something we have to keep in mind. Apart from this particular thing, the thing is that we'll have to create another route for sending it. That's right too. That simply means if the user doesn't get verified within 10 minutes, I need to have a route. I need to have a request route in controller for that, to send that link again. Okay, so this thing is done. Let's verify the second user too. What is the hash token for that second user? And the token is this, from here to 1. Yeah, this is the token that we got, so we can verify this user too. It's better. So let's go to verify user. Just replace this token with the second user's token and send the email. User account is verified, and this time the email is 2. And if we just try to log in with the second email and password, okay, then it's alright. Ultimately we are able to log in, as simple as that. Sign up is done, login is done. How about logout? Logout is pretty simple. We can just simply log out by clicking over them. The thing is that when we log in, we get a cookie saved in token. So this is where we are getting that. And not only this, when we log in, we must be getting the token in here, and this is the token we are getting. Okay, so it's not like we are not getting the token. This is the JWT token. Yes, this is the JWT token, and it is mainly used to verify to check whether the user is logged in or not. Okay, let's log out. When I log out successful, and now I don't have any cookie in here. So this thing is also done. Change password. Let's get the profile first of all. If we get the profile when the user is not logged in, I will simply say get that token is missing, user is not logged in. So for that thing I'll have to log in the user. So let's simply send the error, send the request, not the error, and it's time to get the profile. Okay, we are getting the profile in here. That's done too. So get profile is working, and these routes were tested already, so ultimately I'm not getting errors in here. As for changing the password, let's do that too. So here we are sending the raw data. We have to send the old password and new password, I think. Change password, what all do we need to send? So we'll have to check this thing out by going to the, of course, code base. And this is the change password controller function. Here we are, this is the schema. We are getting the old password and we are getting the new password. Okay, if I directly send it, so what will happen? Password is required, simply saying password ultimately new password is required. Is that something like that? Password is required. That's bad. Let's change it. Old password is required and new password is required. It's gonna be like that. We have changed something, that means we have to run the server again. And guess what? We have been getting all the things. Warning, login attempt by unverified user. Wow. env user, this thing is getting logged from where? Verification email sent, that means from the sign up section. We have to just remove it, so let's do that too. In the sign up controller function we have some extra code, cookie, console, logging the values mainly, so I should remove that. Let's do one thing, clg, not clg, console.log. I do not have that. Well, this should not be like that. I have that, and I'm even logging the value, but the thing is that I'm getting the email. That means what am I doing in here? I'm sending the email, so send the verification email, it should be inside it. It's not even inside it. That's interesting. So if it's not inside it, so it should be inside send email helper. I don't even think it's inside it. If it's not inside this last option, mail sender. Okay, we have this thing in here. Let's remove it. Not needed. So these things are done. Let's open user. Okay, we don't even need to open that. We can just simply run the code again. And not only this thing, in logs we are getting the combined logs in here. Okay, so ultimately everything we are getting that's happening, whether we are closing it or not, whenever we are sending the request, whenever MongoDB gets connected. Okay, wow. Verification email @localhost. What is this, by the way? Verification email sent successfully, and then we are sending this thing. Let's have a look at this. What all we are actually, we have too much. Actually too much. Okay, so let's go on from here on. So most of the things are same, just few things I need to worry about. Listening at this, that's okay. This is the host. Verification email sent successfully, whenever this is sent, and then we are getting something like this. This is something that I'm not aware of. Apart from it, everything looks similar, familiar. So let's check this particular thing, where exactly we are doing it. Verification email sent successfully, that means string. Okay, this is interesting. Let's go to user controller. From here on we are actually sending the verification email. Send a verification email. Is email send verification email failed to send. Is email sent. This is the variable that we have. Send verification email, we are giving it the props. Is email sent. If there is verification failed, we are sending it. If it fails, email sending inner, that's okay. Registration and done. Let's simply check this thing in here. Send a verification email, and is send is true. Send email helper. Not even here we are doing anything. Mail sender, and this is something we are getting in here. We are returning true. Why? In which case? Mail options, info, logo info, and then return true. If there's an error, return false. And this is the message ID we are getting. That was the message ID that we had in there. So we don't need to change anything, we can just simply go ahead. How many things we have done? We are just simply changing the password, and this time we send the request to it's the same. That should not happen. Internal server error, cannot restructure old password value as it is undefined. How about this? Password is required, still the same. Why? I have changed the names. That was the schema, validator schema, of course. So let's go there. User controller we have in here, and we are trying to what? We are trying to change the password, right? So if I actually go to change password controller function, and we are just simply, I hope I'm doing that only, change password here, that's this. I'm simply validating the request body, and then in here we have label password. We are labeling it, that is the problem. String.empty, and then label is password, label is password. Is that the reason that we are getting password in here? Label message is password is required. How about if I check this password to old password? Just wanna check this thing out, whether it actually works or not. Okay, this thing is done. Send it. Old password is required. Yeah, that is the label thing. That means the message that we are sending, that doesn't even matter. If I actually remove it, if I remove it completely, then let's see what happens. A checking thing will take time. It's not like it's gonna be just getting done at once. We'll have to just is required, get everything done. Okay, we are getting the if we do not have any label, in that case, okay, this label is here, so we are getting this kind of thing. If we do not have any label, then what will happen? Old password is required. We don't have any label, but okay, when we don't have any label, it gets simply that. This is the message that we have. Old password is 123 whatever. It's just for checking purpose, don't take it seriously. Required old password. Let's see. Run it again. Wanted to figure the things out properly. That is why I'm doing it. By the way, it's been 38 minutes. बन गया? Well, what the thing is that I was about to be live for an hour or something, but the thing is that food is already ready. I mean dinner. We are not getting this message. That's interesting. We are getting everything. We are getting this old password directly, or we can even label it like, we can give it a label, old password, something like this, and new password. But what is the use of having this thing if we are not getting? Where do I get empty string? When we have empty string, then by the way, old password is required, and if we have an empty string, then we'll get that. So let's do it. This time old password is gonna be an empty string. Yeah, that's good. Let's send the request. New password is required. And how about if it is an empty string? In that case, old password is required. Yeah, we are getting that. So ultimately the message that was here, we get this error message when there's an empty string, and that was quite clear, but I didn't have a look at that. It was like that. So old password is this. If I send the error, new password is required, and new password is equal to new password 1 2 3 whatever. User, because user was already logged in, so user password got changed though. That means if I actually log out the user first, let's log out the user and try to change the password again. Token is missing, user is not logged in. Let's log in the user again, change the password. Okay, will it work? Token is missing. I'm still trying to log in the user. Invalid email or password. How can I do that? Let's make it 4 this time. The user is logged in. Let's try to change the password. Invalid current password. Let's make it 4, and let's make it 3 this time. 3, and then it's gonna work. User password changes successfully. So let's make it like that. Okay, I'm gonna be having the same password. If I log out, nothing is gonna work. Okay, when I log out, nothing works. That's great. So this change password is also working. As for these two ones, I am gonna check password has been changed successfully. I can even send an email for that, but okay. These two things need to be done like once I'm back. Okay, whenever I'm back, I'm gonna be starting from here on, and I'll be simply checking the things. The thing is that with this particular thing only too, we have some of the things that need to be done. Firstly, user controller is here. Some to-dos. Send verification email controller, and once this thing is done, okay, this is the most important thing. Anything else can be like thought about later on. Okay, then that was it for now. I'll be back around after half an hour. Until